Alright, it's only me. I just come on and talk about the recording I did the other day there. What day was it now? Monday. The Hawkwind track, Orgone Accumulator. I've been doing a lot of Motorhead lately because of the 50th anniversary celebrations for the 50th year of Motorhead, but I thought I'd just take a wee detour and do something different. Although, it does feature Lemmy on the bass, and it has got his trademark style in here. So I thought it was, it would fit in with what was going on. But great track, great space rock, quite an easy one to do because there weren't any like ridiculous guitar solos or anything to learn. So what we've got on here is track 1 and 2's guitars doing more or less the same thing, one more prominent than the other as usual. Track 3 the bass, track 4 the drums, track 5 is a lead vocal, nothing in track 6 and 7. And then track 8 there I've put a synthesizer in because I didn't want to play the saxophone on it. I just put a synth in just for quickness, just to do the kind of a bit like Simon House if you like. So let's have a play through here what's on here. Do this real quick because it's quite basic. Let's get the old riff starting up. Try to make it a bit more like the stuff that was on Robert Calvert's Captain Lockheed and the Starfighters album. New strings on that bass, man. I'd actually recorded the lead vocal and then wiped it, the mistakes I should be there.
Brain stimulator, it's a cerebral vibrator. I'm all gone. I'm all gone.
That's that central stop bit. He's trying to do the king beat there.
And it makes me feel greater. I'll see you sometime later when I'm through with my accumulator. It's no social integrator. It's a one-man isolator. It's a bad brain stimulator. It's a cerebral vibrator. I'm all gone. I'm all gone.
And at the end here I just put a wee kind of a recapitulation of the bit in the middle with the synthesizer doubling up here. Yeah, it's a pretty easy track to do that one, mate, so turn the guitars off. And we'll have a quick playthrough of this. This nice easy one. Kinda. Wait a second. turn this up a wee bit. You're in the key of A here. So you've just got an A, C and D with this. And then the middle bit is just, you're going A, G, C, D, F and E. So you're doing that. G, up to C. Then D. Up to F. Then E. Then A. G, C, keep doing it again. And that's all there is to it. So let's have a quick play through it, and then I'll maybe get to sit on my arse for like 10 minutes and get a bit break today. Here we go, this is Orgone Accumulator guitar part. So there we go, that's the guitar part done. We're going to do the bass now, which is pretty much the same thing, because the Hawkwind just like a massive big wall of sound, like as with Hawkwind, mostly the guitar and the bass, particularly the 70s Hawkwind, would just be like paint the rhythm section, and you'd be leaning it to other things, like the guy playing the synthesizer or whatever, or the saxophone would be the solo instrument. And Dave Brock did the old thing with like a wah-wah, but I mean he's not Jimmy Page or whatever. You would get the old guitar solo in here. Oh, wait a minute, that's a wrong sound. Switching over. Where is it? Ah, there it is. Right. We're just doing the same thing here with the A, C and the D with the... And then for the middle bit, you're just doing the usual Lemmy thing where you got and do the A up at the 7th fret on the D string with a kind of bar chord with this. Then a C bar with the 5th. Then an octave D. Octave F. E. Octave D. Same kind of idea. Quick drink of tea. So this is the bass part for Orgone Accumulator. That's how you play Orgone Accumulator by Hawkwind. I've always wondered why mere pub rock bands don't do mere Hawkwind songs. I mean, they're so easy. And it's one of the things that it's like AC/DC. People like easy things musically. The wider audience out there, they're all be focused. It's no rush, but is it? And you're like, aye, but only people that understand music can really do rush. Anybody else can. If I said to my missus Helen, she'd be like, oh, that's just a load of noise. Whereas when you get things like Hawkwind, just with the basic stuff, appeals to more people. Anyway, I better go, man. I want to go and drink my tea and get a sit down for 10 minutes before I go back to work. But thanks very much for watching. Keep listening to Hawkwind.